the beauty about POD, there is a lot of products that are not heavily designed. There are words on a shirt, there's a simple image. There's a lot of gaps in the market if you're not a designer that you can still go after. And because POD is constantly growing and the audience for all of these products are constantly growing, there's still gaps.
I think a lot of people have this question. You've kind of walked me through it, but I kind of want to hear it again just for this. Is like, so what
I feel like I'm being set up on a T-ball question here.
Well, I mean, what do you do when you don't have like any design experience, right? Like my drawing is stick figure. Like I'm like, dang, that's a good stick figure. I did really well on this one, you know. So I don't know the name of fonts. Like what? I just type like, oh, and I click buttons to change it, but I don't know. I don't know the difference between Times New Roman and what a sans serif or whatever.
Hey, you're asking the wrong person. I think if you're here to learn art, you have come to the wrong videos.
So
this
art
is going to be
not a requirement.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So Nathaniel teaches on art. We have free art programs. I use Spark. It is an Adobe product. I can make listings very quickly to test using that. I suggest if art is not your thing, at least start figuring out a process for you to be able to get listings up. Once you kind of have that, hire a VA. I don't remember when we talked about this exactly, but I feel like you are in a position now where you have a VA doing the art. So you can still do that part of the business if it's not your strength. I don't do any art. I rely on Nathaniel, his art team. When I have an idea that I just want to test real quick, I can and have the ability to go to Spark. But the beauty about POD, there is a lot of products that are not heavily designed. There are words on a shirt, there's a simple image. There's a lot of gaps in the market if you're not a designer that you can still go after. And because POD is constantly growing and the audience for all of these products are constantly growing, there's still gaps that you can go after and serve new customers. That's what the whole point of like, find your customers. We're going to hopefully say this a lot more. Discover, understand, serve. That's kind of the WingMan motto. We want to find the customer. We want to discover them. Then we want to better understand them. What colors, designs, keywords, how do we do that? That's a lot of the testing, like putting up a lot of listings, seeing what they like. Then doubling down is like the serving the customers. Oh, I know they really like black. I know they really gravitate to this keyword. I know a lot of customers aren't trying this, or they're not adding this Christmas theme, or they're not going about it in this way. That's when you can really serve them. So I know Nathaniel just addressed this in a video that he did. Some people were saying, oh, you're just saying copy what's already in the market. We're saying draw inspiration from that to start. Once you do that and you start better understanding your customers, then you can bring in new ideas. If you try to do everything up front, it's going to take you forever to learn this process. It's a lot to learn building a listing. It's a lot to learn to gather keywords. It's a lot to learn to do the art. It's a lot to learn the whole process. We feel like if you put more attention on finding customers and gaps in the market, seeing what's working, draw inspiration from, your path to success will be a lot faster. It shouldn't take you 8 months, 12-hour days, because that's what it took us 8 months, 12-hour days ago. We're testing a million ideas. How come all these aren't working? What's really going on? And then focusing on and thinking about the customer first really revolutionized our business. And that's why everything in our business kind of skyrocketed from there. And that's what I think and hope will happen with this journey with me and Common.
Yeah, and just to clarify with everyone, we're not going to walk you through how to create listings. And we're not going to walk you through like, hey, what is a keyword? You know, this is more of a intermediate kind of thing. I mean, if you have come from RIO, you kind of know what keywords are. We're not going to talk about buy boxes and all that other stuff. It's just, we're going to talk about the process of how to find a merch product, launch it, gather the data, and how to use that data to expand out your other brands and maybe double down on creating more POD products. So
yeah, and I think if you like tools, I would assume we're going to cover tools. We're going to understand how to like use those tools to best benefit our business. And I think what Common said, this is more of an intermediate progression. Like I think a lot of stuff that we're going to be saying will apply to people that already are running some type of business and want to add POD to your business. I will say this in the most beneficial way. I love tools. And I'm super guilty of the shiny object syndrome where I just have a ton of tools. I haven't used a lot of them for our POD business. I use them in other aspects that we do. But I think with me and Common, we'll be able to use those tools to better help the POD business and help more people of just like, why do we use this tool? And what do we use this tool for?
My daughter's screaming in the background. So That's the joy of POD, is that I could do it with my daughter in the background. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I think we kind of answered, two of my major questions before we get started down this route, and looking forward to the next steps.
This is the journey that we want to show somebody that has a business, is running a business, and then trying to add POD to their business. I don't know if there's like a check-in point where you have like, this is the goal that I want to hit by this time. But I think as we go through these calls, we can start setting these goals for ourselves. But I appreciate you. I appreciate the Peach Bowl watching this. If you have any additional questions, please leave them in the comment. We want to make this mine and Common's journey, but we also want to help you guys. If you have a question about a certain tool we used, or we said something that you didn't understand, I want to be able to address those down in the comment. And if you're just getting started and you're here and you're like, this is a little too advanced for me, a video I did with my mom really breaking down the KDP process. I'm going to try to put it here. Otherwise, I look like a fool and it'll be at the end of the video. But if you're interested in starting a POD business in 2020 and you're just getting started, I think that video series will really help you out.
Other than that, put a link in the bottom of the video too, so you could actually add that.
That's why I like working with people. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.